It's spring. That means winter is over. What is spring weather like? Spring is the season between winter and summer. In most places, spring is warmer than winter, but cooler than summer. In the spring, the days are longer than in the winter, and there are more hours of sunlight. Spring days in some places can be sunny and warm. Right, Moby. Some areas get rain in the spring. There's an old saying about spring weather: April showers bring May flowers. In the spring, there can be strong storms. Some places might get tornadoes. A tornado is a spinning tube of air that moves really fast along the ground. As spring gets closer to summer, the weather gets warmer and warmer in most places. In the beginning of spring, I usually wear light sweaters and pants. But by the end of spring, I might wear t-shirts and shorts. When is spring? It takes 1 year for Earth to orbit or go around the sun. Our planet is tilted at an angle. Earth's tilt and orbit cause the seasons to change. The equator is an imaginary line around the middle of the Earth. On March 20th, the sun shines directly on the equator, and the lengths of day and night are almost equal. This marks the start of spring. Spring ends around June 20th, but a lot of people consider March, April, and May as the spring months. What happens to plants during the spring? In some places, the ground freezes in winter. Many plants stop growing. When the weather gets warmer, the ground thaws or melts. Many plants start growing again. In the spring, seeds sprout and grow. Trees grow leaves and buds, which will bloom into flowers. Flowers grow and bloom. During spring, there's more food for animals. What happens to animals during the spring? Some animals migrate to warmer places for the winter. They migrate back in the spring. Animals that have been hibernating through the winter start moving around again in the spring. Bees and other insects come out too. Cool, that bird is building a nest. In the spring, most birds lay eggs, and later they hatch. Many animals have their young in the spring because food is plentiful. What do people do in springtime? I like spring because we get to spend more time outdoors. People go on picnics, ride bikes, or go to baseball games. Spring is a good time for things to grow. Our family plants a garden in spring. What are you planting, Moby? Pizza seeds. Arbor Day is a special day in spring when people plant trees. It's a chance to help the community and learn about how our forests are changing. Earth Day is also celebrated in the spring. We learn how our planet is changing and find out what we can do to help the environment. Spring is a time for things to grow and change. I picked some flowers for you, Moby.